Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not think I'd ever say this, but in 2026, Olight is bringing some heat. Let's talk about it. Guys, welcome back to the channel. I really do appreciate you guys tapping in and participating. It really means a lot to me. So continue to get in those comments, give me your opinions, continue to like, comment, and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. And let's just keep growing the channel. So again, thank you. All right, so guys, what are we talking about today? We have a product to review, and specifically it's a light. And it's a light that I think you'll like, but more importantly, it won't break the bank. So what do we have? We have the PLX from Olight. Now guys, full disclaimer here, they did send this out to the channel for review, and that's exactly what I've done. And we're gonna get into it. And guys, this channel hasn't been around long, but I hope that you trust that I'm here just to give you my opinion, my honest opinion on this light, and why I think it's something you might like. All right. Quick backstory, guys. Over the years, on any weapon mounted light I had for a pistol, I had two options. It was either Surefire or it was either Streamlight. I have bunches of both. The God's honest truth is here in 2026, that has honestly changed. Olight has completely stepped their game up. They've entered the market with an affordable, durable, lightweight weapon mounted light that is good for you for either EDC or maybe for even duty use. So what do I need in a light? For me, there are three things that are non-negotiable. First, and obviously, it needs to turn dark places light, both close in and far out. Secondly, this thing must work when I need it to work. In other words, I need this thing to be durable. And finally, the light needs to play well with others. What I mean by that is, hey, is it compatible with the stuff that I already have? You know what, guys? Spoiler alert, this light checks all those boxes. All right, guys, now let's get into the light. If you notice, looking at the PLX, it actually doesn't just have one light, but it has three. The top two lights are for flood, and then the one big light is for a spotlight. Yes, you get two modes of operation with this, but the cool thing about that is you get it in two different power settings. You get it in high power and low power. All right, guys, let me show you the different modes of this light. So I'm gonna turn these lights off, and we'll use this little light to light stuff up. All right, guys, this first light mode is the flood mode. See there, that is in low power. This is flood mode in high power. Now let's go to the spotlight mode. This is spotlight in high power. See that, that's pretty nice. And then spotlight in low power. And also, like I said, it has a strobe light. You click the button in 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and there you go, I'm blinded. But yes, those are the modes of the PLX from Olight. In the spotlight mode, you get a throw of up to 300 meters. And I know some of you guys are really into the numbers. You get max candela up to 22,500. I don't know what that means, but I know some of you will want it. And then in floodlight mode, you get up to 1,200 lumens. The last portion of this is the functionality of this. It is very ergonomic and very easy to actuate. One button gives you light mode. Press it twice, changes you from high power to low power. Press it 3 times, you get the flashlight, or you get the strobe light. All right, the second thing I need out of a light is it needs to work when I need it to work. And really what that means, it needs to be durable. When I look at a budget accessory, any of them, they need to be as reliable as the more expensive counterpart. And so to test that, I went out and shot this thing. And it worked just as well after I shot it as it did before I shot it. And I personally, I don't foresee any issues with this going forward. The body of this is metal. It's made out of 6061 aluminum, and it was drop tested from 1.5 meters high. So again, you're getting a good drop test, you're getting a good solid construction, and it's been tested to, you know, if you drop it, that it's not just gonna shatter. You know, holding this thing, putting this thing through its paces, it feels really good, and it feels premium. It feels like it should be more expensive, if I'm being honest with you. Now, to keep it running, it is done through USB charging. Max runtime on the flood mode is 115 minutes, and then max runtime on the spot mode is 145 minutes. So you get good duration, you get good battery life. Third thing a weapon mounted light for me needs to be is it needs to play well with others. It needs to be compatible with some of the stuff that I already have. Everything's great, but if I can't use this in any of the holsters I already have, well then, I don't know if I'm gonna use it. So if you look here, I have a Glock 19X with the Surefire X300, and I have a Safariland 6378 level 2 holster. As you can see, with the Glock 19X, fits in just fine, no issues. But if you look at the PLX on my Glock 45, it fits into the exact same holster. Again, no issues. So that's great. You know, these things are expensive, and you know, I don't want to have to buy another one for every weapon mounted light that I have. So the fact that they, hey, have compatibility with the Surefire, with the Safariland holsters, man, that's fantastic. And also, if you go on their website, there's a link on there that shows how many holsters are compatible with the PLX weapon light. And that's, you know, outside the waistband holsters, appendix inside the waistband holsters, any type of holster you want. There's a bunch of companies out there producing holsters that fit this accessory. And continuing with compatibility, the PLX is compatible with a bunch of different firearms, whether it's Glock, Smith & Wesson, or SIG. That's a joke, people. It's a joke. Hopefully it's funny. It's a joke. Calm down. But whatever firearm you want to mount it on, the PLX has an adjustment system on here that allows you to mount it to whatever pistol you want. So you decided you want to get one. Well, you're in luck. Starting March 25th at midnight through March 31st to 11:59, Olight is having a spring sale. On Amazon, you automatically get 10% off site-wide, but using the promotion code OlightPLX, you'll get an additional 10%, which means you'll get 20% off a light that's already pretty cheap. Or you can go to olight.com and you'll get 10% off with a free gift. I don't know what the free gift is, but I mean, it is free 99, so it's gotta be all right. Anyway, if any of this interests you, go ahead and go out there and grab one. All right, guys, let's wrap this thing up. And I can hear it now. Oh my God, he just started the channel and he's already a shill. Guys, like I said in one of my previous videos, I didn't start this channel to start lying to y'all. There's 0 point in that. The PLX is on my Glock 45. It's gonna stay on my Glock 45. And if anything changes with the performance of this, I'll be back on here to let you know. But guys, this is my honest opinion of this light. And I really do think it's something that is worth considering into your arsenal if you're trying to get a weapon mounted light. Well guys, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, share. Hell, even if you dislike, let me know. But get in the comments, let me know. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.